always said I could be whatever I wanted to be. Something with value and meaning. So I became one of the best reporters in all of Baltimore. Well, not exactly. Don't get me wrong, I love my job. But my real dream is reporting.
Abby, you're late. Okay, 5, 4, 3, and we're live.
Friday here at the studio, and I just want to say it is a beautiful sunny day. The new town hall, however, is still under construction and has been delayed. Poor weather has delayed it for about 3 days, but it is set to be done this fall. Good weather means good work conditions.
Meanwhile, the local elementary school is still dealing with the pink eye outbreak. Sources close to the school say they have no idea how this happened.
They say dress for the job you want, but if I'm wearing a coffee stain...
A woman who will push to set on our national resources and take advantage of those who still believe in the simple but powerful act of not only charity, but knowledge and action.
By the campaign for Jackie Wells. What we do it Wells. Presidential candidate Jackie Wells has hidden behind her charity work for too long. The new water distribution plan includes taxation on struggling areas with high rates of poverty. Is this who you imagine in the Oval Office?
That's not even
Vote Darla
true!
Jules
We
for
know
president.
where she gets her money from, unlike you!
Towels! New extra unabsorbent towels. Towels! New extra unabsorbent towels. Buy our towels today. May cause dizziness and fainting spells. Batteries not included.
Anything I want to be. Huh, Mom?
But it's not even true. We know where Wells gets her campaign money from, unlike Jewel.
Did you remember Sweetener in mine?
Yes, but... Plus, her submission for reform of the National Resource Committee is publicly posted, so you can see where the plans to get the money from are coming from. And the details got twisted around, and the real truth about it is, well...
Sweetie, listen, even if you prove whatever you just said, it's politics.
As long as our news anchor flashes his pearly whites and puffs up his chest, nobody actually cares what news is coming out of his mouth.
Get on set!
This is where Coffee Girl ends. They want proof? I'll give them all the proof they'll ever need. I had a plan. A plan that was going to blow the socks right off of James Winston and everyone else who had doubted me. I was going to uncover who Jules really was and what her real intentions were. My plan was simple. Sneak into Jules' headquarters as a lobbyist, get dirt on the place, and get out with my evidence in hand. Now the only issue was actually pulling it off. I'm here to see Darla Jules.
Okay. Sign in, please. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Come right this way. So, how can I be of service today?
I really wanted to propose my ideas for a home installment plan in the regions of poverty within our city.
Proceed.
Thank you. As you may know,
And this was the strangest part. Jules seemed truly interested in what I was talking about. It was peculiar, because I figured I would make her more and more furious by the minute. I had taken the plan from Wells' campaign and made a few changes to make it not seem as noticeable. But it didn't seem to faze her. It was almost as if Jules hadn't heard or known about any of it.
so if I may ask, what did you think?
I think it's brilliant.
You do? Well, thank you. It's really been an honor.
It was as if Jules knew nothing about politics or about her own campaign. It didn't make any sense. There had to be an explanation.
Simple misunderstanding of legal wording. Wells never planned to tax those areas. She planned to consult their budgeting department for their advice, because they have a great resource planning committee already in place. That's why poverty is so high in these areas. People are flocking here for the kindness and opportunities for those with low income. Wells just wanted to apply these strategies for a larger scale. We can indirectly prove that Jules has been playing with dirty politics, trying to undermine Wells all along with fake advertisements and...
Stop right there. Bored when you started. Our audience will be too. We don't deal in indirect. We show people what we want them to think. Besides, politics is a game of lies. That's just how it works. The writing department knows what they're doing.
Well, playing nice wasn't an option either. What's left now? Maybe Mom was wrong. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I can't be whatever I want to be. The world doesn't work that way. Or at least, that's what I think. Why won't anyone believe me? Let's hope I can find more evidence at this press conference tomorrow. If I don't, I'm doomed to be coffee girl forever. I started doing more intense research on Darla Jules. although there wasn't much information to be found, other than she had a husband, and they'd been married for a few years, and that there had been a public scandal with him before. But nothing really out of the ordinary besides that. They donated to charities, nothing about where their money was coming from. It was almost if it was all covered up. I worked until the next day at the press conference, where James was more interested in the chick next to me as opposed to what we were really supposed to be doing. Surprise, surprise.
As you can see, pink jelly has become a continuing crisis in America, and we need to fix it. It's too sticky, it's too pink, and the colors and flavors are completely artificial. This is a problem that we need to collectively fix. I mean, where else are we going to get our preserves for our toast every morning? This is something that everyone can relate to. We really need to fix this pink jelly problem together.
This pink jelly crisis has to stop. We as Americans need to collectively put an end to the artificial colors and flavors poisoning our toast every morning.
Jules, I have a question.
Yes.
Why is the pink jelly?
Watch the section on healthcare. I thought I told you we can't afford this.
We can afford them, we just make more money with yours. What about the citizens? I thought we were in this together. Why do you even need me?
Honey, I always need you, and we both know that you look better on camera anyway.
I'm not in this for the airtime. I want to be part of our government to make a difference.
Remember this, you're the beauty, I'm the brain. Without my special charity, you would never made it to the floor of the White House, let alone behind the desk of the office.
I never asked you to forge those accounts.
This was huge. I had single-handedly discovered the reason and where the money for Jules' campaign was coming from. This was my big break. Finally, everyone could believe me, and I had proof. There was no stopping me now. I headed straight back home to finish my research and write my report to my boss.
Abby, great news. The boss picked your story on the president lady.
You're kidding. I get to report my story?
What? Oh, no, we're just making Pretty Boy do it.
That overpaid baboon will mess the whole thing up.
Sorry, it's not up to me, kid. And we're live!
Breaking news. A criminal investigation has been started against presidential campaign Jules' husband.
Truth is a funny thing, isn't it?
My leg.
I would know after working at this fine news station. But it doesn't have to be that way. Not anymore.
Watch the entire session on healthcare. I thought I told you we can't afford this idea.
We can afford them. We just make more money with yours. But what about the citizens?
I don't care about them. Politics is a game. We're doing this to get to the White House.
I thought we were in this together. Why do you even need me?
Honey, I always need you, and we both know that you look better on camera anyway.
I'm not doing this for airtime. I want to be part of our government to make a difference.
Remember this, you're the beauty, I'm the brains. Without my special charity, you would have never been in the White House, let alone behind the desk in the Oval Office.
I never asked you to forge those accounts.
Turns out, the people really did want my proof. After the real story got out about Jules' secret, people started riots around every news station in the country. I was getting hundreds of emails a day about all the distress, both from the public and the news stations. As for my own station, they had gotten most of the shame out of all of them for their perpetual lies about my story. Ratings were shot, and the only way they could seem to keep the station was by keeping me.
It is my pleasure to announce you as the position of the new head news anchor.
I appreciate your offer, but I have other plans in mind.
You see, the thing about the media is it starts out with meeting, to inform the people of the outside world, the real uncut truth. But in reality, that's not how people work. People need their own purpose, their own reason to speak the real truth, to do real good in the world. Not a paycheck, not the fame, a true purpose. Life isn't about what job you have, or where you live, or how much money you make, but about what you do with your life, and the friends you make, and the people that you see. I guess you really can be whatever you want to be.